Hi, everyone. If today's your first day, welcome to Boss Up. My name is Nunzio Presta, and I'm the CEO of buyandsellabusiness.com, an online platform where people can buy, sell, and grow all types of businesses, ideally in the micro market, which we identify as businesses with a valuation of under 5 million. Wow, yesterday was amazing. It really kicked off the conference in the right way. Here are a few of my favorite sound bites. We heard from Ron talk about how to source off market deals, and he said something interesting. When sourcing your deals, get ready for a ton of GFYs. Go F yourself. Then we heard from Sam talk about the investor perspective. He said, investors, back great operators and leaders that want to buy great businesses. It's as simple as that. Then we heard from Mike chatting about how to prepare a business for sale. And he said something interesting. He said that sellers need to figure out how the buyer will pay for the acquisition. It's really the seller's problem more than the buyer's problem. Then we heard from David chat about understanding cash flow levels as a buyer. And he said, regardless of the multiple, the deal must sufficiently cash flow. Then we heard from Rochelle talking about how to keep a good management team in the business you're acquiring. And she said the last thing that you want to do is buy a business and the entire workforce jumps ship. Then we ended off the day with Nate as he chatted about 3 pillars for due diligence success. And he said something really interesting. He said, it's not about finding a business with no risk. All businesses have some level of risk. It's about identifying the risk and then being comfortable with it. Now, don't worry if you miss these sessions. You'll be able to see them all in the replay tab, and we'll also send them out to all the attendees after the conference is over. Now, before we head over to Deb's session, I wanted to go over a few things. So the first here is just, a quick disclaimer. As mentioned, always seek professional advice as each deal is unique and circumstances will vary. So see this conference as general guidance. Also, all these sessions will be recorded. And last, the views and opinions expressed in this conference are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views and position of buyandsellabusiness.com. Next, I like to just go over Hopin again, especially if it's your first day. Want to just do a quick overview because we want to make sure you have a perfect conference experience. So you'll notice some tabs on the left-hand side. The first is the reception. The reception area is the welcome page or the lobby of the conference. And here you can quickly find out what's happening. Next is the stage. That's where you're currently at. We're going to use this for the closing remarks at 4:45 p.m. Eastern today. And then the third is the sessions. That's where our experts will deliver their presentations. Then you'll notice the people tab on the right side of the dashboard. That's a dedicated area to promote one-on-one connections between attendees. You'll also find the networking feature there, which recommends connections, as well as providing a search function so you can find other people at the event. Now, if we go back to the left-hand side of the dashboard, you'll see the networking tab. The networking tab on Hopin is for pure engagement. It's very similar to one-on-one meetings on FaceTime. So this segment is designed to recreate that coffee in the lobby conversation or water cooler chat that are so important to in-person events. This networking area automates discovery of new connections. So when you're participating in that area, you'll actually be matched with a random attendee. And then next, you'll see the Expo tab. And the Expo tab is the virtual exhibitor hall where you can learn more about buyandsellabusiness.com and our sponsor for the event, Apple Tree Business Services. So let's get active. Yesterday there was a lot of engagement and a lot of activity in the chats. To confirm or to clarify, the chat is really split into two. You'll see the chat for the overall event that everyone sees. And then if you click session above on the right side, you'll see a dedicated chat per session. So you can have a more focused chat on the topic that you're listening to. So, I know that needed some clarification yesterday. So, but I love the fact that everyone's engaging, everyone's asking a ton of questions. The speakers were great yesterday, and the speakers today are going to be just as great. We have a great lineup, and we can't wait to start this. So have fun, learn as much as you can, and head over to the sessions in about 10 minutes or so to listen to Deb's session. And then we'll regroup here at 4:45 Eastern for my closing remarks. Thanks, everyone. All the best and have some fun.